All right, hello and welcome. It's Matty Adams, and we're live today again, just like every Tuesday. I'll be here live every Tuesday at 8 p.m., so make sure to come check me out. Today, I thought we would do something that I really enjoy, I think a lot of people enjoy, and that's tier lists. I love a good movie tier list. I love a good, sports tier list, anything like that. I love tier lists, and I hope you guys do too. So today we're going to be doing just the planets, and then I'm going to get back into this game on YouTube playable Solar Smash that I started like a month ago on a live. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to kind of rename these tiers as we go, but I did not want to, I didn't want to spoil it for you guys and give you the names. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the bottom because I want to save the best for last for you guys. So, all right. Small rock. And I'm sorry, guys, but the lowest has to be Mercury. So Mercury is the runt of our solar system. It's only 4,800 kilometers or so wide. It's smaller than Ganymede as well as some other moons in our solar system. So for that reason alone, it's really got to be pretty low down on this list. Now, as far as its importance to Earth, I don't really think there is a whole lot. And besides that, it's actually really, really hard to get to due to the fact that it's in the sun's gravity well and it's traveling really fast. So when we sent Messenger there, it took 6 years to crash. Okay, 6 years, because it had to do all of these gravity assists and slingshots so as to not get sucked into the gravity well of the sun. It's 427 degrees Mercury is on the day side and negative 173 degrees Celsius on the night side. It takes 59 days to complete a spin, and because it has no atmosphere, that's why the dark side of it gets so cold. So think about 59 straight days of night. All right, Alaska and Canada, sorry, you ain't got nothing on this. And I thought it would be kind of fun to throw in some like RPG stats and RPG hit points here. So if we're going to give Mercury some RPG stats, it's low on hit points. We're going to only give it 15 out of 100 hit points, 85 attack, 5 defense, 95 speed, and only 2 charisma. All right, so number 5, this is going to be the 5th tier. This is the Forgotten Outcast, and here we're going to put Pluto. Even though Pluto isn't a planet anymore, I decided I would put it in this list because, like I said, here on my channel, we like Pluto. We like Pluto a lot. So, however, as far as like its actual usefulness to us right now, like I said, it's just a small icy rock out there. It's 2,377 kilometers wide. We demoted Pluto, but it's still beloved, so that's why I put it on this list. New Horizons in 2015 found 3.5 kilometer icy mountains. I actually just did a video on that recently, so check that out. It has the heart-shaped Tombaugh region, possible subsurface ocean, so that's why it does get to be a little bit higher up than Mercury. And it has 5 moons. So like I said, it was abandoned by the the IAU, I think it's the International Astronomical Union. So, unfortunately, Pluto has 40 out of 100 hit points, 30 attack, but 60 defense being way out there. It's got 25 speed and 80 charisma. And its special attack is Heart of Ice. It's got plus 50% stealth in the darkness and plus 100% fan loyalty. Alright, so tier 4. Oh wait, I forgot to name this one, sorry. We'll call Pluto our love. Alright, tier 4. Windy, icy boys. So, Mercury and Pluto, unfortunately not super useful for us. But next on our tier list, we are going to put Neptune and Uranus, or Uranus. So, these guys are both icy, and actually, we call them ice giants, but it's actually like a super vicious fluid. I'll have to look that up. Sorry, I didn't really research that for today. But so Uranus is 50,000 kilometers. Is that the radius? No, that's the diameter, wide. Now, Uranus has a 98-degree tilt, and we think this happened from some sort of an ancient smash up, probably. 900 plus kilometer per hour winds, negative 224 degrees Celsius. It's got lopsided rings. Miranda has a 20-kilometer cliff. So, just some wild stuff going out there, but still not as large or as gravitationally dominant as Jupiter and Saturn. So they're not going to be as high up on the list for that reason. Now, Neptune has the highest wind in the solar system, 2,100 kilometers per hour. It's negative 201 degrees Celsius. It has a great dark spot that comes and goes. One of its moons, Triton, has nitrogen geysers and a retrograde orbit. So, definitely some interesting stuff going on Neptune, but it is so far out there. It's not habitable for us. It's not going to be habitable for us, but perhaps some of its moons. So, Neptune has 75 out of 100 hit points, 90 attack, 50 defense, 90 speed, and 45 charisma. And its special is the 21,000 kilometer per hour tempest winds. Okay, if you ever played Pokemon, Pidgeot isn't even going to be able to fly around in that stuff. All right, all right. And Uranus has 70 out of 100 hit points, 60 attack, 55 defense, 75 speed, 35 charisma. And its special is the sideways spin, 98-degree tilt that confuses your enemies. All right, so tier 3. Now, I actually kind of went back and forth on this a little bit. I wasn't sure if I wanted to... These next two tiers I could have switched, basically. But for tier 3, we are going to do the near-Earth planets. So that's Mars and Venus. And keep in mind here, we're talking more about the clouds of Venus. If we were just talking about Venus's surface, it's pretty useless for humans. 12,100 kilometers wide. It's got a 460 degrees Celsius surface, hot enough to melt lead. And in fact, the Soviets were the only ones to ever land on Venus with the Venera landers. We're trying to get back there. We are. But like I said, everything that the US and every other country has ever tried to land there, and most of the USSR and Russia stuff actually, has melted on its way down. A lot of people basically just gave up on Venus. And there is some renewed interest now, though. I think the U.S. is going to be trying to go back to Venus soon. But like I said, the reason that I put Venus higher up on this list is because it kind of looks like it might have been Earth-like once, right? And the clouds may actually be habitable. So if we're going strictly off the surface, the planet gets an F. All right. Said it's a cloud-swirled planet, but we do think that there could be some habitability in the clouds. We think it's possible we could maybe make some sort of floating cities or something like that there, which I think is really, really awesome. All right. So, now, obviously Mars, I think people know why we would put Mars high up on this list, right? I mean, we're thinking about colonizing it. It's got thin polar ice. It has a really deep valley or canyon. It has places where we could possibly start with terraforming. Now, if I was putting the moon on this list, the moon would be in this same tier, possibly even a tier higher because of its close proximity to Earth. So, Venus, just 50 hit points, but 75 attack with those thick acid clouds, 30 defense, 50 speed, 60 charisma, and its special is the floating mirage. The clouds are like an Earth zone, and the surface is instant death. Mars, 60 hit points, 55 attack, 45 defense, 60 speed, and 65 charisma. Its special is the Olympus Climb, a 22-kilometer tall volcano boost. All right. So next, like I said, I thought about switching these. I was actually going to put these two below the Earth-like planets. Mars and Venus here, but when I was really thinking about it, as far as their importance to Earth right now, we haven't been able to colonize Mars or Venus, and Jupiter and Saturn protect us more than likely from comets and asteroids and other things flying in our system. So, keep forgetting to change the name of these tiers here. The bodyguards. So Jupiter and Saturn, specifically Jupiter, really protect us from asteroids, comets, and other things that are out there. And Jupiter, and especially its gravity, is so massive that it probably helps keep Earth in orbit. So without Jupiter, our solar system wouldn't be what it is. I believe Jupiter takes up like 90% of the mass of the solar system, maybe somewhere like 93 when you don't include the sun. And the sun by itself takes up over 99% of the total mass of our solar system. So just keep that in mind. Without Jupiter and the sun, there'd be complete chaos in our solar system. If you've ever watched any of my simulations where we just delete Jupiter or we delete really any of the gas or ice giants, it causes all kinds of issues. So we Earthlings have a lot to thank Jupiter for. And same thing with Saturn being the second most massive planet. It's got its awesome North Pole hexagon, 30,000 kilometers wide, pretty small in comparison to the 140,000 kilometers wide of Jupiter. But it has Titan lakes. Enceladus may have geysers, so its moons are some of the most interesting. And again, probably helps provide some sort of protection for Earth and some sort of stability for our orbit. So these are obviously like the tanks in your RPG. They got 90 or 100 hit points, medium attack, say 70 or 80. Jupiter has 90 defense, Saturn's going to have 85. Both of them are going to be low on speed, but very high in charisma. And of course, finally, what did you think? Of course I was going to put Earth number 1, because, well, it's just special. And really quick, before we get to that, just kind of scroll through here a little bit. Saturn's made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Beautiful ring system, and there's over 100, like 200 moons or something now that we have around Saturn, always changing. The beautiful Jupiter in its great red spot. I said definitely the bodyguards of the solar system, just out there protecting us, keeping us safe, right? Just flip through some of these images. But like I said, finally, we have to do Earth, because there's no other planet in our solar system that's anything like Earth. No solar system with nice controlled weather, with plants, fire, volcanoes, plate tectonics, humans, animals, everything that we could ever need. As far as humans have ever known, Earth is just the best planet out there. So if you're going to make a tier list, Earth has to be top. And like I said, if you're watching on TikTok, you're not going to be able to see this, but Mercury's on our lowest tier, then Pluto, then we have Neptune and Uranus, our windy, icy guys, then we got our near-Earth planets, then we have the bodyguards, and then finally us, Earth, at the very top, the best and most amazing planet out there. So, now that we've got through that, I thought it would be kind of fun to get back into this game. I know we've been doing a lot of Universe Sandbox, but I actually had quite a bit of fun with this game, and I think it's fun to do for a YouTube video because you guys can literally just go click it and play it after this. There's no loading or anything like that. So I played this once and I did like a little bit of a test, so bear with me. The controls I remember were a little bit weird. Today I wanted to practice a little bit more in the System Smash and see what goes on there. But real quick, we'll just do a fun, kind of a brief overview of this game here. So this is just a really simple, stripped down, it's meant to be more fun than realistic, I think, than anything, where you can sort of launch aliens and UFOs and laser beams and all kinds of different stuff at Earth. And as you go along, you unlock different levels. Right, so I thought it would be kind of fun to go through this today, try to unlock a few more achievements. So we have to disable a shield on the machine world. And like I said, you kind of slowly unlock a lot of these as you go along. So I'm just going to go to the menu here. Yeah, we'll go right into a System Smash. And Someone corrected me on the last time I tried this game. This was originally a PC game. So I'd imagine, maybe it struggled a little bit, or they were just trying to get better sales, so they ported it over to YouTube Playables. Now, the fun thing about Playables is you really shouldn't need much on your computer to play it because you're just live streaming the game. So it really is more dependent on your internet connection than it is on your graphics card or anything like that, right? This is actually pretty decent looking. Now, like I said, I remember the navigating around was a little bit weird. Oh yeah, and the biggest thing I didn't like is that it appears we really only have a couple of tools here. Maybe I just need to unlock some more stuff, so let's see what we can do here. So very weird controls. Okay, now I can click and drag around. Oh, black hole. We just ate up Earth with a black hole, I guess. Now, the black holes in this I didn't find to be very realistic or compelling because realistically, a small black hole should be eating up the sun, right? Oh, okay. There we go. Nice. Supernova. But yeah, guys, tell me if this makes sense, right? So, these are all the tools that it appears we have for the entire solar system, right? We can like move stuff. What's this? We can add a planet. But in this version, we don't really get as many of the destruction features, which just isn't very fun. I don't know why. That's just how they designed the game. But when you go to this Planet Smash feature, it's a lot of fun. I like it quite a bit. Pidgeot, yeah. I like me some Pidgeot. So let's see what achievements I gotta get here. Maybe I'll be able to unlock some more stuff. But like I said, if you see here, so when we were doing the entire solar system smash, it gives you the entire solar system to play around with, but it doesn't give you like any of these really awesome tools here, all these awesome lasers and stuff. And so when you first start playing this game, when you do the planet smash, you're not going to get as many of these, and then you start unlocking them as you gain levels. And you gain levels by getting achievements. So let's see what we have to do. Destroy 10 planets. We got 7 out of 10. I have no idea what Order 66 is. Disable the shield on the machine world. Do we have the machine world? Oh, we have terraformed Mars. That's kind of cool. Oh, can we sort of just pick out like any planet maybe? Oh yeah, so this is terraformed Mars now instead of Earth. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Alright, let's blast this thing. Pew, 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 pew. Sorry, Mars, we just terraformed you and now we're gonna destroy you. We have a frost beam. Freeze it all up. Yeah, I would encourage you guys if you want to go play this game after the live stream. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Like I said, not super realistic or anything, but definitely a whole lot of fun if you want to kind of play around with the idea of aliens just destroying Earth. I Is that a Star Wars reference? Interesting. If it's from the newer Star Wars, I might not know it because I'm gonna be completely honest, I haven't really been watching Disney Star Wars too much. But if it comes from the original three, from 7, 8, and 9, I feel like I should know it. Journey to the center of the Earth. Let's switch this out. Persephone. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, we had to do something about the machine world. I wonder if I have the machine world unlocked yet. I had to take down the shield on the machine world. Block planet, ocean world, megastructure. Custom planet. I'm guessing it's going to be an unknown system here. Let's see, machine world. Oh, nice. Here it is. All right. So this apparently is going to have some shields that we're going to have to take down. This thing takes out almost anything. Oh, yeah. Took them out. Going down, machine world. And I have no robots coming and attacking us. No robots. Just bore some holes into you. Wolf lasers, attack. Wolf laser, ruff ruff. I don't know why. This is just the cheesiest, but I love it, you know. Freaking wolf lasers. Wolf lasers. What do you guys think about the tiers? Would you do it different? Revenge of the Sith episode 3. Yeah, I didn't like 1, 2, and 3 that much either, so I watched episode 1. I I know I watched all three of them when they first came out in theaters, but yeah. Unfortunately, in my opinion, Star Wars kind of just has gotten, the original three were the best, which was actually 7, 8, and 9, and then 1, 2, and 3 were okay, and then I don't even know about the Disney ones, so. But if you enjoyed them, I'm not going to try to, rain on your parade. Blah, blah. The space octopus. Yeah, I think that is the coolest thing about these streaming games though is I said if you don't have a good gaming computer, you can play these because they're using the graphics cards over at YouTube and it's just streaming over to your computer. So, did I get my achievement for taking out their shield yet? Or did I not take it out? I'm gonna have to get a little heavier here. Just drop a whole planet. Oh no, I accidentally chopped up my own planet that I was sending in to attack. Whoopsies. Was that the moon? Yeah. Oh, it just bounced off the shield. I guess I haven't really disabled this shield yet, hey? Or it keeps coming back up. Die, machine world. You're not surviving today. Yes! We disabled the shield on the machine world. Return of the Jedi, yeah. I liked episode 1 too, 1 as well, because I thought the races were really fun. And I don't know if you're, I think it was Nintendo 64 or something would have been the video game system that was out at the time, and they had a video game called Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and you could race at 300 miles an hour in those crazy racers, so I think that's why I like that game. Woohoo! We got a new level, got some new planets, some new stuff to destroy things with. Took out the machine world. So we get a bonus for the planet. And as far as I know, this is really the only way that you can earn experience. So you don't get experience just kind of as you're going along by making small destructions. You have to actually use weapons, destroy the planet, or make achievements. So let's check out some of these other planets they have. I said the only thing that I wish is that they had some of these really cool tools like the moon smash, the asteroid, the different types of lasers, and all of those things. Sorry, TikTok. I don't know why I have you guys on anymore. You guys really got to come over to YouTube and watch me, though. I'm doing a lot more over here. Because unfortunately, but I think I'm going to install TikTok Studio, and on the desktop, we'll try to stream on both and see how that goes. But thanks for jumping in over on TikTok if you did, but that's actually kind of funny. I need to stop doing that. I've been treating the TikTokers a little bogus. I have nothing against TikTok. It's just, I like YouTube a little bit better, and if I'm going to pick one to stream on, YouTube is where I started out first, so. Let's do Aphrodite, the gas dwarf. Wow, you're so pretty. Let's destroy you. And you can actually add shields too, which is kind of cool, but they're really hard to actually place a perfect grid. So you kind of just got to put them all over the place. But so you can actually kind of shield your planet and then try to attack it after you've shielded it. Let's see, should we send in the aliens? Let's see if the aliens can take out the shields or not. Pew pew. Get maybe a bigger ship coming in. A couple different kinds of ships. Pew. Send in the dreadnoughts. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, we got scars on our nice pretty planet. Whoa, this dude is just... He's having a blast. I like him. I like a little TIE fighter. He's really getting at it. I like this little guy. He's got some gumption, you know? We need more people on our Space Force with gumption. It won't be pretty for long. Once the aliens have their way. It's been a little fun taking a break from the comets, though. You got a little bit mad going down the rabbit hole too much with is it an alien, is it not an alien? It's aliens. I'm just kidding. Pew, pew, pew. Nice. This game is oddly satisfying, though, for being really simple. It was one of those games, when I first started playing it, I actually kind of was like, alright, this is really chintzy and cheap. It's going to get a super low review from me. But then as I kind of kept going a little further, I was like, you know what? If the intent of this game is just to be fun, they did a really good job with that. Orbital free. Oh, that's cool. Just shooting up the planet. You know what would be interesting? What if aliens like invaded us? They came to our solar system and we thought they were going to attack us, and then they just started harvesting like gas out of Jupiter or something and just didn't even touch us. But in the process, they like destroy Jupiter and mess up our whole solar system and inadvertently kill us. Because they just wanted our gas, you know? Brah. Hey, look, it's Porygon, since we were talking about Pokemon before. Porygon didn't really make a noise. He just, like, made some weird computer glitch. Pew, 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 pew. Nice. Is this the Doge dog? Yeah, it is. It's Doji. It's Doji with a baseball bat. That is just goofy. It's Doji. Bam, Doji. Alright, I'm gonna totally wipe this planet out. Oh no, I put in a bunch of defense lasers. Those are defense lasers. Dang it. Die. Pum, pum, pum. Stupid defense lasers. Stop messing up my groove. Trying to destroy this here planet. Doge dog, swing your bat. Wolf lasers. Wolf lasers. Giant dragon. Several giant dragons. Battleships. Battleships go. Dun, 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 dun. Asteroid. Moon. Oh, wait. That's Earth. We're just launching Earth at stuff now? Alright. Getting all willy-nilly. And we totally missed with the Earth. Hey, dragon, to watch out for my Earth. Dragons are so inconsiderate. Nice. I'll just keep launching more Earths into this thing. Boom, boom. Pshoom, pshoom, pshoom. How many Earths does it take to destroy the Tootsie Roll center of this planet? A 1, a 2, a 30. See, and that's where you don't get the realism in this game like you would in Universe Sandbox, because even though I'm adding a bunch of mass to it and stuff, it's just bouncing off, which is a little silly, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Our space dragons are still getting it. Alright, let's lightning this thing up. If you surround an entire planet with this insane purple lightning, there's no way it survives. There's also a nuke somewhere in here, too. Yay! We smashed. Very nice. Alright, well, I hope everybody had fun today. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do next week, but I will be back on again Tuesday at 8 o'clock, just like every week. Probably going to maybe do a little bit of a comment update, but don't hold me to it. I'm just going to kind of look through the news throughout the week. We'll see what's going on, and I'll chat with you guys then. So thanks for stopping in, and have a wonderful day. Hope you learned something. Hope you had fun.